Good afternoon. It's lunchtime for me. I haven't done one of these live streams in a while. This is my lunch today. It's a mixture of frozen prawns or shrimp, eggs, some potatoes, and a little bit of rice and broccoli in there. This is my lunch. I love frozen shrimp. I love shrimp. I love opening prawns up. Eggs. I've been eating about 6 eggs every morning. Eggs are so good for you. Protein, nutrients, all that good stuff. Frozen shrimp. So a lot has happened. I thought I'd talk about what's going on in my life. I don't know why this stuff happens to me. I don't think most people can relate to the shit that I go through. So I'll start off with the first story. This guy tried to start a fight with me in the gym a few weeks ago. This guy just randomly, I don't know who this guy, he just randomly approached me and then he started talking shit to my face. He wanted to start a fight, basically, right in the middle of the gym. And I'm just trying to focus on my own exercise. I wasn't bothering anyone, but to him, what I do is offensive because it's not bodybuilding. Bodybuilders are the most closed-minded, stubborn pieces of shit on this planet. And I used to be one of them. I used to be a bodybuilder. And I thought bodybuilding is the only type of exercise. I used to think I'm Schwarzenegger. Nothing else compares to bodybuilding. I know the mindset of a bodybuilder. And I know the mindset of a boxer. I know the mindset of a calisthenics athlete. I know the mindset of whatever style there is when it comes to fitness, because once you lock yourself into a style, you become closed-minded to everything else. All right? So Bruce Lee said, I don't believe in styles anymore because a style is a crystallization. There's no Japanese way of fighting. There's no Chinese way of fighting. There's no Western way of fighting. We all have 2 arms, 2 legs. I was like, so how can we express ourselves? Hello, guys. I'm just having lunch. I'm just talking about the first bit of drama that happened in my life recently. So this guy started a fight with me in the gym. I didn't let him have it. He walked away. I didn't say anything to him. He just walked away, pissed off, being passive aggressive. So I went to my friend who works at the gym and I said, this guy is trying to start a fight. And then we both approached him together. And we told him that this passive-aggressive stuff is not cool. Because I can deal with it. I'm used to dealing with bullies. The problem I had is that this guy is probably used to getting away with this type of behavior. And he's probably done it to so many others, not just me. So I'm looking out for the little guy, the guy in the future that he's going to pick on. Once you see that kind of bully behavior, he's going to do it again and again in the future. He did it in the past, he'll do it again. So I put a stop to that quickly. So He was kind of flustered and shocked that me and the gym attendant were approaching him peacefully and calmly and respectfully. Right? We didn't shout at each other or anything. We didn't trash talk each other. This is not MMA, UFC bullshit. So just like adults dealing with a child. He said, this passive aggressive behavior is not cool. It has to stop now. So he didn't apologize to me. I still see him at my gym. He's some white trash redneck idiot. He's a bodybuilder. He wears a black tank top all the time. He has a Nazi mustache. Typical redneck. I deal with idiots from all parts of the world. Not just dumbass rednecks, but there's idiot Koreans, there's idiot Chinese, there's idiot blacks, there's all kinds of idiots in this world. I don't discriminate. This guy just happens to have a Nazi mustache. I don't know why. I still see him in the gym. He still acts passive aggressively to me in like the slightest, right? But he doesn't approach me anymore. He just kind of like, you know, he wants to get up in my face, you know? So I don't start fights in public because there's this thing called manslaughter. If you get charged with manslaughter, you have a permanent record. When you have a permanent record, it's hard to find employment. It's hard to apply for visas. It's hard to do adult stuff. So this is not MMA. This is not the movies. When you start a fight in real life, you go to jail. You get a criminal record. You are a flight risk. You get all these limitations. So I will defend myself from a fight, but I won't start or provoke a fight, is what I'm saying. And I know some people in the MMA community, they're like, why don't you just like glove up? You just ask the guy to glove up and go in the ring or cage. I'm like, why? Why do I have to prove myself? I don't need to prove myself to anybody. Unless someone's in danger, I have to protect someone, or my life is in danger, then I will fight back. I will counter. But what's the point of gloving up or going into the ring with some guy who can't fight? Just to prove your ego? Like, you're like, the best fight scene in Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee's movie, was when he took that idiot guy who wanted to fight him, he took him to the boat and let him drift off into the boat alone. He taught him a lesson without spending any energy. Bruce Lee was trying to teach us all forms of fighting. Not just throwing fists, throwing kicks, grappling, choking a guy out. But you also want to teach other ways of handling problems, disputes. And the easiest way is just outsmart them. Okay? It's tactical. So this guy is still in my gym. I still see him. He still tries to be passive aggressive. But he doesn't confront me anymore. I think he has a few brain cells, and he knows that if he tries to start something with me, it's not going to end well, because he knows I can fight. I'm the guy who trains people at that gym how to fight. So enough of that guy. So another thing, I have a private Discord. Okay, this private Discord it's like a fitness mastermind group. We're all a bunch of go-getters. So I just started this group like 2 weeks ago, this private fitness Discord. And I'm trying to get people to join us, right? So I invite people. People are so enthusiastic. Oh yeah, I want to join. I want to be part of a group. I want to get in shape this summer, Justin. Great, join us. So they join, and guess what? They just lurk. They don't do anything. They don't do shit in the group. I put in the instructions. Please post your introduction to the group. Your fitness goals this summer, or your background in fitness, what you hope to accomplish. How can you contribute to the group? Most people can't do that. Instead, they just lurk, or they just ghost or flake. So guess what? I kick out a lot of people from this group. We had like 50 members. I kicked out like 40 of them because they're so goddamn lazy. They can't even write an introduction. And guess what? I see some of these people in real life, and these people are just spend countless hours on their phone, just scrolling on their phone. Like, you can spend time on your phone all day long, and you can't write like a less than 1 minute introduction to the group and say hello. And I try to help all these people in real life. I give them my time. Like one guy, he wants to get jacked. So he wants to get jacked like me. So guess what? I trained him for free for an hour during my session. And guess what? He joined the group. He didn't do anything. He flaked at our meetups. He didn't contribute at all. I kicked him out. And I don't talk to him anymore. Another stupid kid. He wants to be in shape. He wants to get in shape this summer. He wants to be part of the group. He wants to help out. I try to give him some responsibility as an admin. Guess what? He can't do the admin job. I said, as an admin, your responsibility is to manage the people in the group. And that includes dealing with the lurkers and the lazy people that don't contribute. You have to kick them out, or you have to talk to them. He doesn't want to do it. He's like, oh, why are you making me do this? I'm doing it for free. It's like, I taught this kid so much. I gave so many hours to this stupid fucking kid. And then he quits. He can't handle the job of being an admin, a manager. And part of the manager is like, he wants the title, like he wants the glory, but he doesn't have the guts. Being a manager isn't glorious. It's like, yeah, you have the title of a manager, but do you have the balls of a manager? You hire people, great. You bring people together as a manager, great. You lead them, great. But guess what? You have to fire them too. You have to get rid of them. He can't do that. He doesn't have the balls. I tried to teach him the ways of being a true leader. And that includes dealing with people who disrespect you, people who don't follow your rules. If you have an employee that doesn't listen to your commands, is lazy, doesn't contribute to the company, what do? You fire them. You don't give them a pass. You don't give them 1 strike, 2 strike, 3 strike, 4 strike, 5 strike. How many strikes are you going to give this person? You don't give them a warning. You do give them a warning, but if still they don't listen to you, what are you going to do? Let them walk all over you? Let them disrespect you? This kid doesn't understand the chain of command. I am the owner of this group. I gave him the privilege of being an admin. I said, you want to be an admin? He's like, yeah, I do. I want to help. I'm like, okay, great. I'll give you the admin job. He can't do the job. He thinks it's all rainbows and butterflies. Like, yeah, I'm just going to bring people aboard. Yeah, we're going to network. Yeah, it's going to be fun. No, it's not. Business is not fun. Business is making tough decisions. Business is cutting costs. Business is cutting employees. Business is business. It's not friendship. It's not called friendness. It's called business. Hello, Karen. So this stupid kid quit. And guess what? I still see him at the gym. And I don't talk to him. I ignore him. So all these people that are in my group, that were in my group, the private fitness Discord, I met them in real life. I helped them a lot in real life. I gave them my free time in real life. And guess what? They don't reciprocate. And a lot of you kids, a lot of this new generation, you do not understand the art of reciprocity. The art of reciprocity is, I give you something, you give me something back. It's the simplest thing. You don't have to speak the same language. Europeans traveled to this country long time ago when there were Native Americans, Native Indians. And guess what they did? The first thing they didn't speak their language. They didn't know each other's languages. They exchanged items. They exchanged gifts. They exchanged talents and skills and people. They traded. Because that's how they built a network. Reciprocity. Think about it yourself. Are you a selfish person or a generous person or something in between? Myself, I'm a very generous person. I give to people. I give them my time. I give them my energy. I give it all. And a lot of them don't reciprocate. They're just like little babies. Take, 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 take. Give me, give me, give me, give me more. I'm a narcissist. And that's the problem with bodybuilders. They're narcissists. And I'm speaking as a former bodybuilder. All they care about is themselves. Me, bodybuilding, body, me, body, body. That's why most women aren't attracted to bodybuilders. Because bodybuilders only care about themselves. They don't care about relationships. They don't care about other people. What makes you important is how you give to others. Keanu Reeves is popular and wealthy and famous. Not because he cares about his hair, not because he cares about shooting a gun, not because he does kung fu, but he helps others in real life and in movies. Like, he can inspire us in movies, but I like Keanu, the human being, more than Keanu, the movie star. I've always saw Keanu as a wooden actor. I couldn't stand his acting. Like Bram Stoker's Dracula. Watch that movie. He's awful. He's good in action movies, but that's it. But what really appeals to me is what Keanu Reeves is like as a human being outside of his job. He helps people in real life. He's polite, he's humble, he's courteous. He knows that he's in a privileged position. He has millions of dollars, and he likes to help others, not just financially, but just giving his time, smiling, just being one-on-one. Like, you should see this. Look up the story of Keanu Reeves hanging out with a homeless person in LA. He would spend hours just chatting with homeless people in LA. This was early on in his career. I do that as well. In Korea, I used to hang out with homeless Korean men on the streets, and we would buy each other drinks, and we just chat and have fun. And even though my Korean wasn't that good and his English wasn't that good, we found a way to reciprocate. Guess what? That homeless guy had no money, but he would buy me drinks from the convenience store. He understood the art of reciprocity. You stupid dumbass kids don't understand this concept. All you think about is you, me. What's in it for me? Me, TikTok, me, Instagram reel, me. You're full of you're full of shit. You're full of yourselves. You're not helping the world. Okay? I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help others. In real life, online. Get in shape. Become smarter. Become stronger. Help your community. Be a good person. Do you have to box like me? No. Do you have to do Muay Thai like me? No. Do you need to train crazy like me? No. Just be you. Honestly express yourself to your fullest potential. Don't lie to yourself. And a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people have this fake persona. Like, every time I meet someone new, they're all smiley and friendly at first, and then they show you who they really are. You see all the cracks. You see that they flake, they ghost, they lie, they're fake, they cheat, they steal, they betray, they're full of shit. When we're kids, we were all born as extroverts. But then when we become old, we slowly evolve into introverts because we know how painful humans are to deal with. When you get really old, you just want to be alone. You want to be left alone. I just want to be left alone most of the time. I cannot stand most people. People cannot drive. People have no etiquette anymore. People are not polite. People are selfish. People are honking their horns and revving up their cars and cutting each other off on the road all the time, trying to show off their wheels. Nobody gives a shit about you, okay? Of that. So, the reason why people in the West worship dogs so much, if aliens were to come down on this planet for the first time and they visited the West, they would immediately notice that dogs are the gods. So dogs, cars, and then humans. As an alien, right? What do you notice? Humans are walking their dogs all day long. Humans are driving their cars all day long. Dog owners are letting their dogs poop illegally on the grass and not picking it up. They're walking their dogs without a leash. So many stupid dog owners walk their dogs without leashes. And guess what? These dogs start chasing others. I was riding my bike the other day, and this dog started barking and just came out on the road. I said, what the hell? Who the hell's dog is this? And then the owner was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't leash my dog. Typical stupid dog owner behavior. I didn't leash my dog. Guess what? Your dog could have been run over by my bike. Guess what? Your dog could have been severely injured from a car. You just let it roam free. Pit bull attacks. All that nasty behavior. So people here in the West worship dogs. You know why? Because they can't stand humans. They can't get along with humans anymore. Most people get along with dogs better than humans in the West. Now, if you flip it and you go to the East, places like Korea, places like Thailand, Bali, Indonesia, I don't know, Eastern countries, it's complete opposite. People there don't worship dogs. Like, there's a small pocket of them that worship dogs, like stupid dumbass bitches with their tiny little chihuahuas, riding them around in baby strollers. But the best food, download my free PDF. Free PDF, 100 health and fitness tips. Link is down below, beacons.ai/Justin Patrick. You download that PDF, it shows you all the food I eat daily. Right now I'm eating some frozen shrimp mixed with baked potato. And I'll show you. These are the eggs that I eat, okay? These are organic, free-range, large eggs, okay? Free range, not those battery hen cages, right, okay? Those birds go nuts in those cages. They were born in the cage, they'll go nuts in the cage, they'll give birth to crazy eggs, okay? I only buy and eat these. I eat 6 of these every day. 6 organic, free-range eggs, okay? This is like about 12 bucks Canadian. Yes, they're expensive, but it's worth it, okay? You don't need to start off with a protein whey shake, okay? You start with the real food. Start eating eggs. I eat 6 eggs every morning, okay? Start with that. Get this stuff, free-range eggs. So, in the West, people worship their dogs. There's a line in an employment contract that says, do you have any dependents? And I was thinking to myself, why aren't dogs or cats listed as dependents? Because you think about it, you spend just as much money on a dog that you do on a child. You take it to the vet. If your dog is sick, if your dog needs surgery, guess what? You're spending thousands of dollars to save it. Grooming, food, daycare. There's a guy, a coworker, he sends his dog to a daycare while he's working. So he has to work in the office for 8 hours, and then he sends the dog to a daycare for 8 hours. That's a baby to me. A dog is a forever baby. It'll keep forever pooping. You forever have to walk it. You forever have to take care of it. In the East, they don't give a shit about dogs. Dogs are strays in Thailand. You walk around Thailand, you see dogs everywhere. Yes, there are good dog owners, but most of the stray dogs, they don't give a shit about them. They just let them be. Because dogs are dogs. They know the chain of command. Humans are first. Humans. And then cars. And then dogs and cats. They don't abuse all the dogs or cats, but I'm saying that they don't place as much importance of pets like Westerners do. Westerners, they seriously worship dogs and cats here because they don't know how to get along with humans anymore. And again, it stems back to the art of reciprocity. You give and you take. It's a balance. It's a trade. I trade you my time and energy. You trade something back, whether it's money or gifts, your attention, your time, your thankfulness. These guys never thanked me. I gave them my time, my energy. I trained them. I taught them. A lot of managers, if you've ever worked as a manager, you know what I'm talking about. You take care of your employees, and guess what? Your employees just shit on you all day long. They complain, they quit, they talk shit behind your back. They wish they can be you. But guess what? They're not you. They don't have the balls to be you. They don't go through those lessons like you do as a manager, as a parent, as a leader, as a boss. You have to make these tough decisions. It's not always rainbows and butterflies. Oh, great, a new person has joined. Oh, great, a new person wants to be my friend. Oh, great, and my network is growing. No, you add and subtract. So this group has been fluctuating. Like it's been growing and then it's been depleting because new members keep coming in, and then we got to kick out all the lazy lurkers and people who don't contribute to the group. And I've been in Discords and private forums and subreddits where there's like thousands, hundreds of thousands of members. And guess what? Very, very low quality conversations. Just very low quality communication. And most people are just lurkers. Like PewDiePie, he's got what, 100 million subscribers. How many of his subscribers watch each of his daily videos? Like less than 1%. Same thing with the group. If you have a large group, the large group, like more people are shy to communicate or converse. So I don't want a large fitness group or Discord. I just want a small, tight-knit community of go-getters that think just like me, like-minded individuals that are willing to put in the hard work. And you know what? I've come across so many people in my lifetime. They come up to me, yeah, Justin, I want to get jacked. Justin, I want to get ripped. Yeah, Justin, I want a great summer body like you. Talk. Talkers. Guess what? Those guys never do anything. Okay? The people that get things done are the doers. People who just shut up and just do it. And then they let their actions speak for themselves. So, which brings me to another piece of drama. There was this running guy that joined our private Discord, right? He's like, yeah, I'm a marathon runner. I got an injury and I want to help grow your group and blah, 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 blah. He's just blah, blah, blahing, okay? I said, okay, great. Great to have you aboard. So I talked with him. He sounds legit just from talking to him, right? Been talking to him for a few days. And then I saw that he's contributing a lot to the group, just talking a lot. So I reached out to him and said, do you want to be a moderator? I can upgrade your membership so you can have more responsibility. You can manage the running part of the group. It's like, oh, yeah, yeah. And I said, do you want to make a running meetup for some of us in the group? So since you're an expert in running, he's like, oh, yeah, I love it. I have all these ideas. Great. I said, why don't you film some of your running? And that's when he got offended. Because this guy, he's a complete stranger to me. He's hiding behind a computer. He says he's a runner. And I said, if you want to make a running group, you need to show some social proof. Like photos of you running or photos of the group. Right? If you look up any running group that you want to join, like online, like a meetup, you see pictures, you see videos, smiley faces, right? Real pictures. It's like, so you know it's legit. So it could be, this guy can be a complete stalker, a creepy weirdo, a pedophile. I don't know who he is. Until I see a picture of him in real life running, that I don't know who he is, who I'm talking to. So I asked him politely, like, have you ever tried filming your running? He's like, oh, I don't want to film myself running. I said, why don't you ask your wife to take a picture of you running, or just let her ride a bike and film a little bit of you running? It would help build some social proof so that people will want to join us in the running group. And then he got really offended. He's like, I'm not an influencer. I don't want to do that. I run for myself. And he's like, I'm going to leave your group. And I was like, this guy is like, I don't know, he's a weirdo. Complete weirdo. So I know what type of person he is. He's an ugly person. And ugly people don't want to show their faces. And I'm not talking about ugly like physically. I'm talking about ugly here in the heart. Ugly people here from the heart don't show themselves in pictures or videos. You know what I'm talking about. If you communicate with someone online and you see an avatar, like a Pokemon avatar or something. This guy had a Pokemon avatar. They don't show their real faces in their profile pics on their social media. They're an ugly person inside. They don't have the balls to show themselves. Right? David Goggins, we all know who David Goggins is. He shows his real face. He shows himself running in videos and pictures. He's got the social proof. If David Goggins invited people out to come run with him at a meetup, I'm sure people would join because they know who he is. He's been doing it for years. This guy with a Pokemon avatar, no one knows who he is. He has no social proof. I said, how are you going to get people to join us in this meetup if you don't show your running or bits of you? Like, show some honesty, transparency. I'm showing you my face. There's no fucking filter. This is me, Justin. Look, my face. Oh my God, I'm exposing myself in public. Oh my God, I'm an influencer. Guess what? You need social proof. If I didn't show you what I eat, if I didn't show you this, then you would think I'm full of shit if I told you, yeah, I eat organic eggs. I eat 6 of them every morning. Talk is cheap. Show it. Do it. So this guy, he had a hissy fit. He blew up in my face, and then he just left the group. I was just like, my God, what a weirdo. I don't know why the internet draws so many fucking weirdos. Like, why can't I just meet a normal human being? Like an honest, humble human being that works hard. Like myself. It's very hard to find someone like myself on this planet. And if I do, they don't speak English or they're from a different country or something, right? It's always something, but ew. So that guy was weird. And then, who else? I think there's someone else. Anyways, how's your Thursday going? Now, I want to make a statement here. This private fitness group of ours, it's not elite athletes. Anyone can join. Like, if you're obese, if you're injured, if you're coming back from a car crash or something, like, we will help you. You just have to put in the work. You have to just journal your progress. It's not that hard. Like, you don't have to be an elite boxer or an advanced calisthenics athlete to join our group. You just need to have the guts to persevere. Just keep going. Be consistent. Most people are just like, most people are like this flash in the pan. Like, they just want this spike of dopamine. Like, it's like, yeah, I want to join a group. Yeah, I'm part of a group. And then they just flake, they ghost, and they disappear. It's like, that's just the start. You just showing up is the start of the battle. You just showed up to the battlefield with us. Now you got to get ready to fight. And it's going to be a long fight. You think you're going to get six-pack abs in one day? It's going to take months. So you might as well be part of a group that supports you and helps you along your journey. And just that's what we're part of. That's what the group is. Most people, they just join and they just expect things to be handed to them. Hello, Tamil. Yeah, so if you want to join our group, the link is down below. The info is down below. If you want the free PDF, all food I eat, link is down below. beacons.ai/Justin Patrick. So, another thing. I don't belong in the West. You can tell. Me in the West, we're like oil and water. There's just so much bullshit in the West that I cannot stand and tolerate. And one of it is the dog worshiping and the art of reciprocity that is lost in this generation. You can see it in the way people drive. You can see it in the way people swim. You can see it in the people's etiquette. You can see it in people's lack of politeness. Like Koreans, Thais, Taiwanese, mainland Chinese, sometimes. They're getting worse. But Japanese, I don't know. I feel like I'm Japanese now. I think I should just move to Japan because I cannot tolerate any of this rudeness anymore. Right? People just don't understand how to be polite and humble and reciprocal to each other. You know? The West is just full of me, narcissism, bodybuilders, TikToks, fame, glory, blah, blah, blah. It takes a village, man. It takes a village. I'm building a village. I'm building a village of like-minded people. We're all going to live in peace and harmony away from the mainland. I think... Hello, Jack Sparrow. How are you? Okay, now, here's another tangent I want to talk about. The lack of respect in the West. When did customer service people start calling their clients bro? When did calling bro to your clients became acceptable? Because I'm getting a lot of customer service people calling me bro. You don't call me bro. I am the customer. I'm the client. You call me Justin. You can call me sir. You can call me mister. But you don't call your customer bro or dude or man, buddy. I worked in hotels for many years, but I would never call a customer bro. That's so disrespectful. Hey, dude, can I help you, dude? Can I help you, bro? Hey, that was awesome, bro. Like, no, I'm the customer. I am the paying customer. There's a certain formality when it comes to a service provider and a customer. And I'm not talking about five-star hotels. I'm just talking about interactions between a customer and a client. If you work as an employee for a company, whether it be a cafe, a hotel, a restaurant, your own business, you don't call your customers bro. So strangers keep coming up to me, bro, how many more sets you got left? Bro, that was wicked. I don't know you. Formally introduce yourself, and then once we get along and develop a camaraderie, maybe you can call me bro or dude or man later on. But I don't know you. So Vancouver people have this unfilteredness of themselves. Strangers come up to you in Vancouver, it's like, dude, bro, got any weed? Bro, that was sick. Bro, how many sets you got left? Like, I don't know you. See, if the roles were reversed, if I came up to you, I would say it like this: excuse me, could I? Excuse me, may I? Or excuse me, my name is Justin. I just wanted to say that blah, 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 right? Do you see that? Do you see the difference? The respect. There's no respect here in the fucking West. It's just like, bro, dude, get out of the way. Bang, honk. Try swimming now. Try lap swimming. Bro, you're in my way. I'm like, you're a dumb kid. And you call me that? That is language for us to fight. I would never call anybody bro, dude, or anything. Like, excuse me. What happened to excuse me? Or hello. Like Filipinos. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. Why do you think Amazon, Google, they hire all of these VAs from the Philippines to handle their customer service? Because Filipinos know what customer service is. Being polite, being respectful, being patient, and dealing with these narcissistic Westerners, customers. My cable's not working. My Amazon package didn't arrive. What are you going to do? Filipinos, Koreans, Japanese, all these Eastern people, we look at Westerners like little babies, childish little babies. No manners, rude, messy, dirty, disrespectful. All they care about is themselves. We see it in the tourists. We see it in the people. Like, you go to Hong Kong, you go to Japan, go to Thailand. Everyone gets along on a level. Like, we all are on the same wavelength of respect, like public respect. Like, we ride the subways in silence. We drive and we do minimal honking. There's no honking in Thailand. Why? Because if you honk at a stranger, like aggressively, beep beep is okay, but like, ah, like Westerners, this is how Westerners honk to strangers. Honk, 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 honk. That's what they do to strangers. I hear it all the time out my window. You do that in Thailand, your throat is going to be slit. You're going to get a roundhouse Muay Thai kick to the face. You don't do that in public in the East. Westerners, they just have no filter. They just say whatever they think of, and they don't hold back to strangers. They just don't know the dangers of, again, people who can't fight always starts fights. It circles back to this guy who wanted to start a fight with me in the gym a few weeks ago. He doesn't know how to fight. He thinks it's okay to walk up to strangers and become passive aggressive. Like, you have no idea how dangerous you're putting yourself in that situation. I would never do that to anybody. Like, young, old, elderly, disabled, a woman, child. I don't disrespect anybody in public. I treat everyone the same, with respect. Because you never know, that person has a knife, has a gun, shard of glass. You don't know what's in his pockets. Machete. These people just don't know how dangerous. And another thing, you Westerners, why are you walking around in Crocs? These young men are walking around the gym in Crocs. How are you going to run away? How are you going to protect something? How are you going to be agile when there's a situation where you need to think quick and move on your feet fast? You're wearing slippers. You're wearing sandals. You're wearing flip-flops. You're wearing Crocs. Why? This is not your living room. Dress with respect. I don't wear tank tops to the gym. I don't wear flip-flops to the gym. Unless I'm at the beach, I don't wear that shit. It's not just a decline in morals. It's the rise of degeneracy. People think being dumb and stupid and lazy is hip and cool. Yeah, these kids in the locker room, in the change room, one of them got a new tattoo on their chest here. This giant blob of messy ink. And his friends were egging him on. Oh, dude, bro, that's so sick. Look at that tattoo. Like, the kid has no muscle. The kid doesn't train hard. The kid spent a lot of money and paid somebody who worked hard on their craft of crafting ink onto skin, doodle on them for a few hours, a piece of art that they're going to regret 10 years, 20 years from now on. That's another form of disrespect, degeneracy, like showing off your tattoos in public. Do you know where tattoos originated from? Tattoos weren't seen as a form of high value. No, they were for prisoners. That's how they marked prisoners. It's like, this person is a threat. That's how they marked their prisoners. And then pirates took over. Okay, yeah, I'm a threat. Yeah, I'm a degenerate. So every time I see a kid, a young kid, showing off their giant tattoo in public, part of me just wants to yell at them. Why don't you just tattoo a Nazi symbol on your forehead? Tattoo a big Nazi four symbol on your forehead, on your cheek, right here and here. Why don't you do it? You might as well, because that's the vibe you're giving off. You don't care, you're a degenerate. And their response will be like, oh, there's a connotation to the Nazi symbol. That symbol represents oppression and horrible things that happen. It's like, that's the same thing I feel looking at your tattoos that you're trying to show off in front of everyone in the gym. These guys wearing tank tops just so they can show off their tattoos to the public and see, look how cool I am. Yeah, look how... You don't know how to fight. I see fighters all the time with tattoos all over their body. Those guys are weak. You know why? Because those guys spent way too many hours letting someone doodle on them versus somebody who has no ink. The person who has no ink spent more time training versus the guy who sat in a chair getting inked on for several hours. And guess who those people are? Dagestanis, Russians, Eastern European fighters from the Caucasus Mountains. Why is it always them? Because they believe in group harmony, reciprocity, traditional values, respect one another, take care of each other. We've lost that here in the West. It's all degeneracy, narcissism, TikTok, selfishness, dog worshippers now. And I don't know what I can do. It's like, I want to leave right now. I want to leave. But I'm tied to this place. I want to leave. I seriously want to leave. Live in Vietnam, live in Thailand, live in Dagestan, just the poorest of poor countries. Like, that's where I belong. Because I know, I've seen the other side of the world. I've seen what works. Like, this is work. Like, yeah, Korea is not perfect. Thailand is not perfect. Japan is, like, there are certain parts of those countries I don't like. Like, for example, the toxic work culture in Japan and Korea. There's always downsides to every country, right? But at least there's a standard level of respect amongst people in public in those countries compared to here. Every time I leave my front door in the West, I am bombarded by confrontation and conflict. Like, it's just never-ending battle. It's like there's always some guy or some girl pissing me off. Guy is vaping and spreading his fumes amongst everyone. A dog owner is letting his dog run without a leash and pooping all over public property and not picking up the poop. Guy is rolling down all his car windows and blasting shitty rattlesnake music. Yeah, I'm in a car. Dun, 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 dun. I'm in a car. Dun, dun, dun. Hold up, I'm in a car. Dun. Like, the guy driving a pickup, and he's swerving in and out of traffic, just cutting people off, tailgating me and others, and honking, blowing his horn. Guy walking around with a wife beater and trying to show off his fresh ink. Look at me, I'm so cool, bro. The customer service guy greeting me or not greeting me when I enter the gym. He's like, hey, well, bro, what's up, bro? I am the paying customer. I'm not your friend. I don't know who you are. I don't even know your name, and you're calling me bro. The girls who are constantly on their fucking smartphone. I saw a girl crossing the crosswalk on a busy intersection, doing this. She could have gotten run over, clipped by a car at any moment, and she wouldn't notice it. You have to pay attention on all sides when you're walking in a busy intersection. You don't know. Cars aren't paying attention. Cars, they're all texting each other. They're all using their phones when they hit a red light now. In the passenger seat, who's riding shotgun? It's always some dumb bitch on her phone. You're supposed to put your phone away and be the second pair of eyes to the driver. Watch the traffic. My girlfriends never played with their phones unless I allowed them to when we were driving, because I needed a second pair of eyes to be mindful and aware of what's going on all around us, because people are insane when they drive. They're not paying attention. That's what you're there for. Shotgun, shotgun, boom, shotgun. You're not the lazy gun that's put in the holster. You're the shotgun. Your privilege is to be the second pair of eyes. You're not a baby. If you're a baby, go sit in the baby seat, because babies are useless. If you ride shotgun, you're the second pair of eyes. You have to pay attention. You don't play with your fucking phone all throughout the car ride. That's what girls do. Look at all the drivers around here in the West. The girls, these bitches are on their phone. The parents allow it. The boyfriends allow it. The husbands allow it. I don't allow it. Disrespectful. If you're riding in a car with me, you're going to put away all of that shit and we're gonna have like a nice conversation, or else go take the bus. You don't need to ride in my car. Go take the bus. Go get a Uber. Go ride your bike. When you're in a car with someone, you have a nice conversation. You have the privilege of enjoying each other's company. Otherwise, just get an Uber so you don't have to talk to the guy who's driving you. Vaping. Do you know what is in those chemicals? These cheap thousands of chemicals made in China. Oh, that's a great idea. Cheap and made in China. Oh, that's a great idea. Geez, the Chinese never cut corners. Yeah, they do care about your health. So dumbass. I saw vape when vaping first came out. I was like, this is bullshit. I knew they were going to come up with something. It's like, how are we going to find our way around smoking? Because smoking has gotten such a bad rap over the years. They know about the lung cancer. They know about all the repercussions and all that. So it's like, let's make a cigarette 2.0. But we won't call it cigarette 2.0. We'll call it vaping. This is a new form. Vaping, it's safer. Yeah, it comes with herbs and spices and smells. It makes your breath smell good, and it's less wasteful, like smoking, like cigarette ash, right? There's no mess, and you can get away with it because a lot of these infrastructures aren't familiar with vaping because it's a new concept. Smoking 2.0. That's all it is. Internet is just TV 2.0. TV was radio. Radio was a gramophone. Gramophone was the fireplace. You looked at a fire. We were hunters and gatherers, and we gathered around at night, huddled from the cold in front of a bonfire. And we would sing and dance and tell stories. I yearn for that culture. The Native Americans. I watched Last of the Mohicans a few nights ago. It was the first time I saw it. I love Daniel Day-Lewis as an actor. I watched There Will Be Blood thousands of times, but I never watched Last of the Mohicans because, I don't know, I just kept, my mind was like, okay, Daniel Day-Lewis, I associated him with There Will Be Blood. Like, there won't be any other movie that he can top better than There Will Be Blood, right? That movie that's my favorite movie of all time, There Will Be Blood. That's how I feel. I feel like Daniel Plainview. Like, I hate most people. I only see the worst in them, right? And he's not wrong. Like, you see that movie, There Will Be Blood. You see all those stupid people betray, lie to him, stab him in the back, leave him, like, and Daniel only wanted the best. He brought out the best in everyone. And he got, what was he rewarded with at the end? Lots of money, an empty mansion, right? But then I saw Last of the Mohicans, and I was like, Jesus Christ. This movie is amazing. Like, this movie, I needed this movie a long time ago, Last of the Mohicans. The Mohicans are exactly what I'm looking for. The brotherhood, right? 3 guys working together, helping each other, helping others. You didn't see an ounce of selfishness in what they did, right? Uncas gave up his life to save Alice. Hawkeye gave up his life to save Cora, right? There wasn't an ounce of selfishness in them, in their act. They just helped. They were strong. They were outnumbered. It was 3 of them, Last of the Mohicans. Even the father. The father was like, yeah, you killed my son, I'm going to kill you. Slowly. And I'm going to make you think before I kill you. So, if you haven't seen that movie yet, go watch it. Last of the Mohicans. It's an amazing movie. I can't believe I haven't watched it until now. It's like I needed this movie a long time ago. The Native Indians, the Native Americans, First Nations, we call them First Nations here in Canada. I wish there was a better title for them. I don't want to call them Indians because that's not what they are. Indians are from East India. That's what Columbus was looking for, India. He just called them Indians. I just call them, I don't know what to call them. I'll call them Mohicans. I would rather call them respectively by their native names, like the Algonquins, the Iroquois. Yeah, Mohicans. The Mohicans. I'm looking for warriors like that. That's the way I think. We are all the same. We all need to work hard and help each other. Right? We don't take more than we need. Right? We don't need money. We don't need big houses. We don't need fancy bows and arrows or guns or flashy rims on our cars or thousands of likes on our social media profiles. We don't need any of that. You can throw it all into the fire at the end of the day. All you need is this, this, and these, okay? And a band of brothers. Like, I see that in Dagestan. I see the Dagestani warriors, the fighters there. I see that brotherhood. I see that in certain pockets in society. Like, it could be a group of boxers, it could be a group of runners, it could be a group of wrestlers. You don't even have to be athletic. Like, it can be a group of thinkers, artists, group of musicians, like a camaraderie. Like, we don't need anything. We have each other. The reciprocity. It's like, I've been a starving artist my whole life. And I've seen like us struggle together. And we all know we're struggling together. Like indie musicians, b-boys, amateur boxers, amateur Muay Thai fighters. It's like amateur bodybuilders. Like, there are humble bodybuilders. They're the quiet ones, not the ones that show off and flashy. Like, there are humble bodybuilders out there. I was one of them. The quiet bodybuilder, the quiet lifter. Doesn't show off, doesn't scream. No, just does the work quietly. Humble strongman. So many starving artists I met in my life. They all shared one thing in common. It's like, we have each other. So we give and we take amongst each other in a reciprocal manner. Right? We help each other out. That's what I'm trying to teach in you, instill in you, right? Stop thinking about yourself. Stop being selfish. It takes a village, okay? We grow stronger together, not by ourselves. You can't do it by yourself. So I need to form alliances, all right? I can't do this alone. I can't be a lone wolf. Like, I know I am naturally a lone wolf. But guess what? The truth is, lone wolves rarely survive out in the wild on their own. You need a pack of wolves to hunt together, right? Because a lone wolf can be taken out by a pack of wild dogs or something, right? So that's why I made this private fitness Discord. If you want to join, you have to apply. Just like a job, if you really want it, you have to want it. Write down your good intentions. Okay, so if you want to apply, you join the link down below. And if you want to get fit, subscribe to my other YouTube channel, Hey Just, HEYJUSX. Okay, that's my daily upload shorts. I'm trying to expand on it. And if you want the cheat sheet, 100 health and fitness tips, you can download that down below. It's free, okay? It's free. I'm not charging anything, okay? I wrote it with my own two hands.
100 bullet points how to get in shape, okay? Food, training, habits, mental strength, and all that, okay? So you download it down below. beacons.ai/Justin Patrick. And hello, Running Man. So a lot of shit happens in my life here in the West, and I think it's because I just don't get along with Westerners. So I knew this a long time ago. It's like when I was in Korea, I clicked immediately. I didn't even speak the language, but I got along with everyone. Thailand, same. It's like, no problem. But then there's problem. And you go deeper and deeper. There's problems with their societies. I know that. But at least we all live in harmony over there. Here, it's a constant war. When I leave the front door, I have to get ready for battle. There's no peace outside this door. No, I have to get ready. A shield and sword, fully ready. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to grow my hair too. I saw Last of the Mohicans, and I'm like, yeah, I need to go back to that. I need to grow my hair long. I need to be like Daniel Day-Lewis in Hawkeye. Just like, you stay alive no matter what. I will find you. You're strong. Did I learn Wing Chun? Yes, I did. I learned it. Also learned karate, taekwondo, boxing, a little bit of judo, wrestling, a whole bunch of stuff, okay? So if you want more information, if you want to get to know me, or if you want to chat and all that, join our private fitness group, okay? The links are down below. I'm going to take off now, but never ask that. Are you tough? I'm a nice, gentle, kind human being that reciprocates. That's all I can say. I don't want to challenge anyone to a fight. If someone says, I challenge you to a fight, you've already lost the fight. Okay, sure. Show up and I'll bring my gun and we'll see who wins. Never challenge someone to a fight. Never. You don't have to do that. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Okay? But I will help you become stronger, is what I'm saying. All right? So, I'm going to take off. And, yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. All right? Cheers.